It's exciting, the future technologies that are going to happen in digital signage. Our opportunity here at Digital Signage Expo is really to showcase a lot of those new technologies to our partners and our end customers. At Samsung, our theme at the show is Your Future on Display. And I think it's a very apt kind of theme for the show for Samsung because we are showing a wide range of products and technologies that we think are the future of digital signage. So when you think about outdoor signage, LED signage and the wide usage that product is applicable for. We're very excited to be able to showcase and present some thought leadership in the space. And we see huge growth in this market, and that growth is going to be propelled by some of the technologies we're seeing out there. And I think as Samsung, we're excited to be able to, again, meet with partners and end users here and really show some of that leadership and talk through some of the technology and capability. We're excited. I think, in speaking with a lot of partners this week here at the show, they're very excited. When we look across multiple industries, we are seeing a rapid migration to digital signage. So I think there's been a lot of incubation in a number of areas. Folks have looked at the technology, tried some things out, but I think we're at a point now where we're going to see that hyper-growth really take form over the next 12 to 18 months. I think the DSE shows a great opportunity for partners and end users and manufacturers to come together, talk about those opportunities, and really start to make some dramatic change in a number of industries. At Samsung, we're excited, to be leading in that space, and I think, some of the technologies we're showcasing here are really an example of what can be industry changing for not only for enterprises and businesses, but for consumers who are working in those industries as well. It's interesting. I've been 20 years in the consumer electronics space, probably the last 4 of that in B2B, and one of the key things I would tell someone looking to figure out how to implement this technology is define what experience you're looking to create. Because in B2B and in the digital signage network, that experience or how that product is used could be different in just about every case. So how an airline or how a transportation hub or how a quick serve restaurant would use that technology really varies. So understanding the experience you want to create for your business, for your customers, if you start with that vision, then I think you're going to be very successful in figuring out the right manufacturers and product, the right partners, and really put together a solution that fits what you're looking for. So start with the experience. If you can define that, there are a number of partners and products out there that I think help you realize the experience you're trying to create for your business. But Samsung, we're channel first. So what we do is we obviously produce and are very innovative in our hardware, and that's what we lead with, and that's what we're known for. But in the B2B space, I think we recognize the partner network and bringing our product through the channel is critical for our success and really for the benefit of end users. So we very much focus on a partner-centric model, and then that's why DSE is so critical for us, because we can be here, meet with all of those key partners, whether they're enclosure partners for our outdoor solution, LED partners for mounting our product, integration partners for figuring out how to get our product installed. That partnership and that collaboration is what brings the best solution to the end users that we're out here meeting with. So we very much are partner-centric, and while we make a great product and we're innovative and a leader, we can't do it on our own. We really do need the partner network to bring the right solution to the end user. Challenges today in the industry are the speed at which the technology is changing and the rate at which new technologies are coming out. It can be hard to keep up with if you're a business or an enterprise that's trying to figure out how to go digital in a certain area. Where do you start? What products do you focus on? So the speed and the number of options you have is probably the biggest challenge. I think it's important, as I said earlier, for end users to really focus on what experience do they want to create. Odds are there's technologies out there and there is a partner network out there to help facilitate and create that experience. But I think trying to sort through all the technologies and when do I jump in, when am I future-proofing my solution, really understanding the experience you want to create for your business, because these solutions are so unique. That's probably the biggest benefit to overcoming a lot of the challenges and obstacles that we see in the space. So the innovation is great, but it does create for an end user a lot of maybe angst in where do I start. So as Samsung, part of our role as a thought leader is to really help provide that guidance and that partnership. And again, using the partner network to really help focus on what technologies you actually need to create that solution. The key thing you're missing if you're not a DSE is the ability to really network with our partners, to really reach out and meet end users and understand and really hear that voice of customer. That's so critical, and I know for us at Samsung, we very much value the voice of the customer. That voice of customer goes back to our headquarters, goes back to our engineering teams, and it becomes really part of our future roadmap development. We understand, we need to understand what's happening in markets in different industries, and we invest in our R&D based on that feedback. And I think that's what helps us drive, some of the innovative products that we're showcasing, like LED and outdoor here at the show. But really the ability to use this forum to create partnerships, to figure out how to break new ground, and really, we're in an industry in digital signage that is poised for hyper growth. We're not a stagnant industry, we're not a declining industry. So in a space where it's going to grow so rapidly, the networking and the relationships are critical. So DSE provides such a great forum for us to really strengthen those relationships, to talk about new business opportunities, to learn from one another, and really showcase our products. You'd be surprised, people coming to the show here, look at, oh wow, outdoor display, I didn't know, or LED, look at that great technology. And I think it's a great opportunity for the so-called light bulb to go off for end users and say, hey, this might really work well in my business or my enterprise. So I think there's a lot of good that comes out of a show like this. And I know at Samsung we've been really excited and we're really happy with the benefits of being at the show. I mentioned earlier our theme is your future on display. And Samsung has a number one position in this market, but with that number one position comes the responsibility of thought leadership, of innovation, of leaning forward on new technologies. And a few years ago, we made a heavy investment in the outdoor digital signage space. And we've really helped create that market. And what we're seeing now is really the fruits of that labor. We're seeing so many end users and so many partners really gather around the outdoor display market, and we think it's really ready to explode. What we're showcasing here is our OH55F. The OH55F is one of the great technology, completely waterproof solution, dust-proof solution, complete onboard outdoor solution for all kinds of weather. So we've got some great showcasing of how that product works, and I think it's again designed to set off a lot of ideas and ideation from our partners and our end users, and we've been very happy at the response we've seen at the show this week. We bring out a heavy staff of technical and sales related folks because I think for us it's about engaging in those discussions and again that solution-based discussion. How can we help guide that complicated technology roadmap that's in the digital signage space? We have such a broad portfolio, we feel we have an obligation to really help educate and guide the end user. So I think our purpose here is more about generating those leads and those opportunities. We really work through our partner network to do the actual selling later on. Let's start with how can we solve your problem, and I think the sales opportunity for us can come later, and that's I think where we get the most out of DSE. I got yesterday a little bit earlier to speak in conjunction with Dunkin' Donuts, who's one of our key partners and user customers, about outdoor digital signage and the pilot program that we're both doing together. So we had a great turnout, and we really talked about how Samsung and Dunkin' Donuts have worked together to really create an outdoor solution that I think Dunkin' Donuts is starting to see some really great results with in terms of their business and their profitability and their customer experience. So it was an exciting speak. We got some great turnout and some great questions. So it was a really great opportunity for us. Actually, I think Samsung is really driving the leadership in the drive-through outdoor digital signage space. So again, we're showcasing our OH product here on the show floor, OH55. It is the marquee technology for outdoor digital signage. And I think what we found is many of the end users, particularly in the QSR space, who've tested it, who've gotten a chance to see the product, many of the partners who work in that space and are developing an ecosystem around that product have found it to really be a great out-of-box solution that when put in the right ecosystem really is top performing, and I think it is going to be one of the products that leads the breakthrough and sort of that hyper growth in the space. And again, coming back to solution, I think for the QSR space where so much of the revenue comes from the drive-through lanes, I think this is really the product that they've been waiting for and looking for in terms of its capabilities, in terms of its price level, and I think it's really the complete solution that they need to start to revolutionize the drive-through space. I would use the term innovative, and I would say that because if you walk in any venue, in any business, you can immediately imagine how a digital signage network can change the experience for the employees, for the customers. So the idea of how innovative the technology is, how innovative the opportunities are for the end user base, I think that's what's exciting. I think that's what is propelling the growth in the industry. And again, you can feel that buzz and that excitement here at DSE. And certainly for Samsung, as I said, your future on display really is about that innovation happening now, and really the opportunity for partners and Samsung and end users to work together to really start delivering on that innovation and technology. So we're excited about the opportunity, and it's been a great show so far, and excited to see what the future brings.